What's up, superstars? Back with another video. You got Superstar Rob and you got Superstar Nation. How you guys doing? We're hanging out today, guys. If you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar, smash the subscribe button, join the Superstar fam, hit the bell notification button so you get every single video every single day. We keep it going every single day. You know it. Also, get the star beside your name. Thank you to all our Superstar VIPs. Become a VIP. It's $2.99 a month. If you want to support us, get the star beside your name, get access to our spreadsheets. We'll use one of them today. Market cap analysis spreadsheet, floor sweeping spreadsheet. We'll advertise for you. We want to bring as much utility as possible to the VIP membership. And thank you to all those who support us. You can also reach out to us at anytime you want on Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok. We love to talk to the community. Please feel free to reach out to us. People are in our DMs all the time, and we love having those conversations. And thank you so much to our Superstar VIPs. You guys are extremely generous. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for supporting us. We are always humbled by the amount of support that we get within the community. So thank you guys. All right, so lots to talk about today. I've got some interesting price predictions, one of the hardest I've ever had to do. But let's just start off by going through the news. So Forza Veve, okay, Forza Veve. After OTC and payout stop, we're going to introduce UTT deals, which are under the table. For all interested, DM a whale. Of course, Forza Veve is the one thinking of under the table with the envelopes on the weekend. And maybe it's not a bad idea. Bring back transfers and you could do remember off-app sales? That was a big thing back in the day where you were able to, there was no payout. So the Veve team actually allowed people to make sales off the app. But that probably will never come back because the licensors will in a lot of ways, they lose out on their fees. Also, that's where you run into the whole bot situation. The bots were able to flourish because they were able to make off or under the table deals or off app deals. So I doubt that will come back, although I would love to have it back because I used to, we used to have Kobe Collects that we would have supplying gems to the entire Superstar fam. And while it lasted, it was good. But of course, for the health of the app, it could not continue. So it's very unlikely that will come back. Then we have a community update coming up. It says here, join us for our March community update. It says it's Wednesday, the 29th of March at 2 p.m. Pacific. So it's a Discord live event stage. Definitely want to check that out. Supposedly Mitch is going to be there and he's going to talk about all things such as crypto pay-in, the Master Collector program, and the Veveverse. So we're going to get an update on that soon. Ecomi, look at this with the visual here. The platinum moments, love the way they sparkle. So very, very cool. People are having a lot of fun with the new Veve logo. We could just dart in and dart out like a door. So it's very cool. We have finally released. This is the big news for today. The Incredible Hulk. A lot of criticism about the Hulk in terms of his facial structure. Not the most realistic look. A lot of people think that they didn't do the best job on this collectible. But the Hulk is a top 10 FA. So it's very nice to have the Hulk on the app. It will be animated. We don't know yet exactly how it's going to look. I'm expecting some smashes, but we'll wait and see for more. And then we got the bond drop here. It says Wednesday, March 29th, very quickly. There's a total of 907 mints. There's a total of 4 posters, and they're 907 editions each for a listed price of 40. So if you're interested in that, you can go for that. But after what happened with the whole airdrop scenario, I don't know how gung-ho everyone's going to be to go for more bond posters. People are saying, why give us bond posters? Where's the bond collectible? There's a lot of bond posters on the app. Really, not really my cup of tea, but if it's yours, that's coming out tomorrow. And then the big news of today is going to be price predictions for the potion. So it's the Disney 100 Platinum Moments. We're going to have a potion. This is the craziest drop I've ever seen on Veve. You got some crafting and you have some serious dynamic pricing and mint numbers that are going to happen during this drop. The prices are going to just be crazy changing as every minute goes by and people adapt to the new edition numbers and they adapt to the new price points. But let's just quickly go over what we got here. So it says here that it's time for the big decision. We'll keep and collect this transformative potion bottle, or for a limited time, open the cap and unleash the wonder. To use this potion, you'll need to select one of the Disney 100 Platinum Moments, Walt Disney Animation Series 1 collectibles that you hold, then watch as it uncaps to magically unveil a Disney 100 Platinum poster NFT. These stunning posters feature Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, and Dumbo, and a touch of platinum. Will you choose to keep or use the transformative potion? And then it says, how does it work? It says, upon successful purchase of the transformative potion, you can choose to hold it in your collection, or if you hold one or more of the character collectibles from Disney 100 Platinum Moments, you can uncap the transformative potion to redeem one of 4 Disney 100 Platinum poster NFTs matching your selected character collectible. For example, you must hold the Mickey Mouse collectible if you want to open your transformative potion to redeem the Mickey Mouse poster NFT. Open potion bottles will be burned in favor of the poster NFT you choose, but character collectibles will remain in your collection. Uncapping is available until April 26, 2023, 11:59 p.m. Pacific. So there's a lot to unpack there. So let's start off with the potion. So there's going to be 1,923 editions of the potion at a very reasonable listed price of 30 gems. So as I did this was one of the hardest price predictions I ever did, just because you don't know how many are going to be redeemed. And on top of that, you have a different proportion of mint sizes in the open market for the 4 different collectibles. So that's something to keep in mind as well, because there's a lot more, let's say, Mickey Mouse's platinum moments than there is Dumbo's. So you would think that there's going to be less Dumbos that are going to be transformed than Mickey Mouse's. So that's one thing to keep in mind. So there's only 1,923. And then here's the Mickey Mouse one. Very cool. Beautiful poster. Posters aren't the most popular, but they do okay. Like the Disney posters do okay on the app. So we got that there. We have the Donald Duck poster. We have the Minnie Mouse poster. And we have the Dumbo. Now, it says 1923 for all of them, but that's completely untrue. That's like basically saying that if everybody was, and I don't even think Dumbo has enough mints, but let's say you were able to get, 1920, let's say for just pure chance, 1,923 Mickey holders all get the potion and they all use them up. You might end up in a situation with this many, but that is, I think, extremely unlikely. Now, we do know that Veve will still hold back. And actually, I'm going to pull this up because Ryan clarified this. Ryan said, hey, fam, here are some answers to your questions for the transformative potion. Are there specific mints? Question number 1. Are there specific mints held back for posters, or are they random? He said the first 40 mints are held back and an additional 50 random mints are withheld. So right off the bat, they all get 90 because they're holding them back. So does the collectible mint match the poster mint if you choose to uncap the potion? The answer is no. Will you be able to watch in real time what is being burned? No, but regular updates will be made until the uncapping deadline so people can make more informed decisions. Is there any animation to the potion when you uncap it? Yes, so there will be. Is the potion itself as a collectible changed for each collection? They said yes. I don't fully get that one. It says, is the potion itself as a collectible changed for each collection? So I'm not really sure what they mean by that, but maybe the way I see this happening is it's going to be one generic potion and then you convert it. But anyways, we'll go with that. And does uncapping the potion give you the poster immediately? There's no waiting for delivery, and the answer is yes. So these were some questions the community had that Ryan responded to. There's a lot of talk about more transparency, so this is good that they gave us a little bit more information. Now, the price predictions. Guys, this was crazy, okay? Like, the price prediction isn't, as I started doing this, I have never done a price prediction anything close to this. It's just so complicated. So just let's start off with some comparables here, okay? This is going to take me a while, so buckle up, okay? So the first, like our benchmarks are going to be the platinum moments themselves. So we have Dumbo, Mickey, Donald, Minnie. They currently have Dumbo 1,100 mints, Mickey 4,100 mints, Donald 3,100 mints, Minnie 2,100 mints. Dumbo's trading at $210, Mickey's at 51, Donald's at 49, and Minnie's at 136. And what you get are market caps that range from 151,000 to 285,000. So you have some very, very healthy market caps when it comes to those platinum moments. The multiples on these market caps are more than we see on most of other drops. So that just shows you that there's like more baked in factors of hype with these collectibles because they're the follow-up to the golden moments and they're Disney. So people are obviously willing to pay a premium to own them. Then as a comparable, I took the secret rare aerial poster. That had a market cap of 131,000 because it had 1,111 mints and it had a price of $118. So it's just a benchmark for us to understand how much market cap an older poster brought in. But it is an older collectible, and they tend to have a little bit more market cap. So we'll keep that in mind. Then there's a newer collectible, which is the Cars poster. I got the most expensive one. That one had 355 mints and a price of 125 for a market cap of only 44,000. So a little bit of a newer collectible, obviously a lot less hype than these characters. But it was extremely scarce. But even with the scarcity, you only have a price of 125 and a market cap of 44,000. That mine as well. And then you have the Mickey signature, which was a pretty rare collectible. It was done as part of an airdrop if you owned all the different Mickeys. That has an insane market cap of 350,000. It's very well sought after. It only has 815 mints, and it's a price tag of 430 gems. So that's one there. Because it's Mickey, so it's going to have a lot more traction. Plus the scarcity, you could see you get some crazy pricing for these. So $430. This is so hard, guys. Like, let's keep going through this. Like, then the next thing I came up with was, well, what if all 1923 were used? So based on playing the market caps, like right out of the gate, these things are going to come. Maybe if none of them get turned over, you're looking at like $100 price. So you're going to get triple your return, but we know that's not going to happen in reality. And if you take 1923 and you just kind of proportionally through a weighted average, distribute the 1923 over Dumbo, Mickey, Donald, and Minnie, you get very different mint numbers. And that makes sense because there's 4,100 Mickeys, but there's 1,100 Dumbos. So that there's about a third or a fourth of Dumbos than there are Mickeys. So we would expect there to be a fourth as many converted for that collectible as well, right? So if you were to just take all 1923 and assume all of them got used, then you have 203 Dumbos, 758 Mickeys, 389 Donalds, and 573 Minis. So that is like crazy scarce. Like for Disney collectibles, that is crazy scarce. There's some very good characters on these posters, but we can't forget it is a poster. Okay, and posters are just simply not as good as collectibles figures. Now, you can disagree with me if you want. Maybe when the Veveverse comes out, posters will have their time. But in my opinion, the collectible itself will always be more valuable than the poster. So the mint sizes here will help that. And they're extremely scarce. And that's assuming all 1923 get used, which isn't even going to happen. And it was like pie in the sky here. Like I'm like $500 for Dumbo, $190 for Mickey, $400 for Donald, $280 for Minnie. But they don't matter because we know that in reality, not all 1923 potions will be used. So I had to get a third table. This is where the magic is now. Okay, this is where the real price predictions come into play. How many potions are going to be converted? I had to iterate because at first I thought maybe it was 1,000, but then I ended up getting just really, really high price points for the Dumbo, Mickey, Donald, and Minnie. So I knew what would happen is the price of the potion is at some point you're going to find an equilibrium. And I think that this potion has to get pretty scarce before it finally hits a price point where it may not be worth it anymore to do the conversion. It's so dynamic because as time goes on, people will be watching how many have been converted, how many haven't been converted, and they're going to have to start making decisions on how they're going to deal with their potion. Well, you already know there's going to be people who pick up this potion and intentionally not convert it. I ended up landing at there'll be 500 left over. Okay. So if there's 500 left over, then what you're left with is 1923 minus 500. So about 1,400 to distribute among Dumbo, Mickey, Donald, and Minnie. And then because of the weighted average, what I came up with was that there would be 500 potions left, 151 Dumbos. That's it. That is nothing. 561 Mickeys, 424 Donalds, and 287 Minis. Now, keep in mind, I've simplified this. I recognize that there will be 90 of each collectible right out of the gate because Veve will keep 40 of the first 1923 and then a randomized 50 between 40 up to 1923. So they're going to have a randomized other 50. So we know that Veve for sure is going to just generate 90. But to simplify things, 1923, and I just did this weighted proportion. So here are my price predictions. I think that at 500 potions, we're going to have $230 potion if there's 500 of them. That gives us a market cap of 115,000. I'm keeping it low because I just think it just gets out of hand. And it's possible that up until April 26th, these things are going to have enhanced pricing. But I think that eventually 230 is the reasonable price for the potion. Then Dumble. Dumble, no matter which way I cut it, scarcity is king. It's going to be expensive. I'm putting it at $500. That gives me a market cap of 75,000. To be honest, I think I might be too low on some of these. I might be too low on all of these. I'm just trying to bring myself back down to reality because the Cars poster was 44,000 mark. You have the Ariel, which is 113,000 market cap. So I went somewhere in the middle, aiming for market caps around 75,000, 80,000. So at 151, you need to have a $500 price tag. And that gives you a market cap of 75,000. So keep that in mind because it's a poster. We still got to keep in mind posters are not as valuable. Then you have Mickey. There's going to be 561 Mickeys is what I'm predicting at a price tag of $150, which gives us a market cap of 84,000. It is Mickey. It is one of the more valuable characters, even though he's the most scarce. And for that reason, I gave him the highest market cap of all the other ones. And at $150, you start because if the potion ends up hitting 230, you may no longer want to go and get a Mickey. And I think this is what's going to happen. You're going to have all these potions, and you're going to have super scarce posters. And people are going to start converting them because the posters are going to be worth more. And as more get converted, the poster price will come down as people compete. And then as the potions come down, you're going to just keep making that decision. Do I go buy it's eventually going to be no longer profitable to buy a potion to get a poster. But at first, it's probably going to be very valuable. So this is why it's an interesting drop. It's going to be like watching a sports game. Like it's going to be play by play, changing every 10 minutes. You go back, it's going to be a whole new dynamic in the field. So that's pretty insane. And that's why it's been so difficult to predict. Now, Donald, I'm saying 424 mints for Donald at a price tag of 190 gems, gives us a market cap of 80,000. And then Minnie, we have 287 mints at a price of $280. That gives us a price tag of 80,000. So you'll start seeing here that based on how the conversion rate is going to go, you might end up in a situation where there are potions that are worth buying to convert, but the price of the other collectible, if you don't already own one, it just won't be worth it. So I think we're going to eventually hit that point where you're going to just have people refusing to sell their potion. You're going to have people who just don't have the collectible, but they have the potion. And then we'll finally find an equilibrium where a couple of these will go over the potion price, but the rest will be at a severe loss, which are the more common ones like Mickey and Donald. So these are my price predictions. Guys, this was one of the hardest price predictions I have ever done. That was tricky. I really wish I had Joe with me today to bounce ideas off of, but I don't. I have you guys. So I need you guys to let me know below what you think about the price predictions. Would you change them in any way? I want to see how you guys construct it. What price, and you got to pick a mint number, and you got to think about how many potions are going to be converted. So let me know below what your thoughts are. I can't wait to hear from you guys in the comments below. And if you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar, smash the subscribe button, join the superstar family, hit the bell notification button so you get every single video every single day. Also, thank you to our superstar VIPs. Get access to our spreadsheets. Guys, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Take care, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Love you.